healthy family, and welcome to today's Mindset Monday. I am Chanel, Ascending Infinite Goddess, your favorite angel oracle. And this is the first Mindset Monday of 2026, okay? I trust that if you're watching this video, the new year has, well, the new calendar year has found you in joy, bliss, protective, abundant energy. I really, really hope that you've allowed yourself to press the reset button. Yes, we're still in the middle of winter. Yes, the biological natural new year is in the springtime, right? We know this. However, the calendar year has changed, okay? And until anyone else creates a new calendar that we all are in par with, this is where we at. Okay, so happy new year. It's January 5th. There's 5 days in the new year already. Like, it's crazy. Felt like I just laid down. I was asleep when midnight hit on the New Year's, by the way. Me and my babies, we did little sparklers outside, and then we went to bed. Yep, sure did. And I'm here, alive, well, and thriving. Right? But I really hope that you are recognizing, one, that time is not stopping. Time is not stopping. Time is not slowing down. You know, we all gas, no brakes right now. And we're all gas, no brakes in our own space for us. Because again, like I said, we're still in the middle of winter. So we are still kind of inside. We're in our introvert, right? We're working on ourselves so that when we pop out, when we're ready to pop out and show them, we're able to do so with a full battery, because I really feel like it's about to jump off. Okay. I don't know. I keep hearing little kills. This is from my players with the Bentleys, the Benz, right? The 23, the ones with the 23-inch rims, whatever that song is. Keep it real, it do good. East Coast, West Coast, and worldwide. I don't know. I don't know why I'm rapping that song, but that's the song that I'm feeling like. We're on that vibe. I don't know. We're on that vibe. It's like, we're on go. We are on go. So I have my notes here, and I just wanted to share some things that you should be working on with your mind. Because if you have been following my meditation series, I've been doing 30 days of 5-minute guided meditations. Whatever comes to me when I sit down, and I'd be like, all right, spirit, let me know what I need to tell the people. Like, that's what our meditation is about that day. So I've done things where we're connecting with different, our spirit bodies, where we're just connecting with our regular physical body, when we are creating images in our minds. I've done all types of stuff. Okay. So that is posted every morning. It's supposed to post at 7 a.m., but YouTube is stupid. Even though I changed the time zone, it still be posting kind of late, so I apologize. But I try to get it up for 7 a.m. For everyone who is an early bird. But I want to talk about some different mindset tips and hacks, things that you should be working on and practicing, so that when you are out and around a lot of people in the spring, the summer, the autumn, and throughout the year, and for what you're creating for yourself, you're doing so in a clear, mindful manner. Okay? Because like I said, we are resetting. We are not carrying old habits, old wounds from yesteryear. Okay? So that brings me to the first thing on my list. First thing, forgiveness. Extend the forgiveness. I understand sometimes it's easier said than done, and I understand not everybody has the same equal level of forgiveness that is needed. However, you do need to exercise forgiveness. Forgiveness for yourself, forgiveness to those who hurt you, right? That doesn't mean that you need to go back and be their friend. Okay, that doesn't mean that you need to go back and be their cohort, but you need to get that energy off of you in some way, shape, or another. And if you're like, I don't know how I could forgive this mofo, get someone to help you. Okay, benefits have reset for the year. So if you have a job with benefits, many of them have mental therapy sessions. They have like mental health services, right? That's what I'm trying to say. I also offer mental health services. Okay, my mental healing sessions, we get to the root of it. I offer it in 1 hour and 2 hour increments, because it depends what your spirit team comes through and downloads. Sometimes people need to talk a little bit longer than regular, but those services, we get results. Okay, we get ish done. We get ish done. We get to the root of it, unlike your traditional talk therapy. Okay, those services you can view on my website, www.ascendinginfinitegoddess.com. But forgiveness is as much for you as not as much as it is for the other person. It's as much for you than not for the other person, is what I'm trying to say. because forgiveness holds such a dense energy frequency. When you I'm sorry, not forgiveness, but the things that you need to forgive, whether it's you're hurt, you're sad, you're angry, whatever, it holds such a dense frequency signature. It keeps you anchored and stagnant in ways that you could not even imagine. So forgive them, let it go, keep them blocked, but you can let it go, right? Next, gratitude. I cannot express enough how much you should be grateful. Grateful that you're here in another year. Grateful that you are safe, that you made it through. Grateful for your body. Grateful for the opportunity to learn new information. Okay? This is the year of learning. We should be learning, like taking it all in. Get off fucking Chat GPT. Okay? I don't know who that's for, but that's for somebody. Stop using Chat GPT so much and allow your brain to expand. Be grateful that you have a mind that can do that, right? That bleeds into the third point, having a growth mindset. Try and strive to learn something new every day, always, but like really focus on something what you would consider big, right? So I love the mind, I love the brain, and I told y'all this year I was gonna get into like more heavy stuff. Like I'm learning about the medulla and the hippocampus and your cerebral the cortex, right? Your cerebral forefront, the hindbrain, the middle brain. Like I'm learning about all this shit. I kind of want to pick up a class in neuroscience, but I'm like, I feel like I know a lot already about neuroscience as it is without even going to a school, but I want to dive deeper a lot more into the brain. So you should really strive to learn one or two things that really is expansive, because the thing with your brain is your brain, your mind, your thoughts are here to keep you safe, and growing doesn't always feel safe. It feels uncomfortable. It gets you out your element. It makes you experience things differently. And sometimes it will trigger fear. And your brain's like, oh, we don't like that. So your brain will try to compute certain things as to why you shouldn't go this route or do this thing. And it tries to keep you contained in a box. Sometimes you're like, oh, you can't put baby in the corner, but you're putting yourself in the fucking corner. Okay, so get yourself out the boundaries, get yourself out the box, and allow yourself to have a growth mindset. Okay. Next thing that we should be working on is self-talk. Listen, stop talking down to yourself. Enough is enough. I literally was about to cuss myself the other day. What did I do? I forgot to take something out the freezer, I think, to cook or something. And I was like, damn, I want to go outside. I didn't feel like driving. I was like, I really should have just got up and took it out the freezer when I was supposed to. Like, come on, Chanel. And I was like, damn, this kitchen's looking a mess, right? Now, mind you, I'm here with my 4-year-old. I'm running my business. I have my toddler. I have my 17-year-old son who, he has his issues we're working through, right, on the autism spectrum, and just different things. I'm a wife. Even though he's traveling, I still have things to assist him with, and sometimes it can get a little overwhelming. And I was like, damn, now you got to da da da. And I found myself fussing at myself. And then I was like, wait a minute. First of all, you have so many options. Like, who cares? You didn't take the fucking thing out the freezer. Who gives a fuck? Go to the store and go get something fresh. Order some food in. Hit somebody's restaurant and just order takeout. Like, girl, what is wrong with you? You have the ability to have other options. And if I really wanted to, I could have took the thing out the freezer and ran it under some water and just had it thaw out. Like, it wasn't that big of a deal, but I kind of found myself, I am very hard on myself. I found myself kind of spiraling there, and I was like, no, we're correcting that. So no more negative self-talk. Even something as simple as that, as simple as, why didn't you fucking do it before? Like, no, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. I didn't do it before because I did something else, and that's just it. That's it. That's the end of story. Done. There is nothing that we can do to change it. We're going to move forward from there. Okay. So self-talk is important. You wake up, you look yourself in the mirror with the freaking eye boogers and drool marks and be like, bitch, you beautiful. Okay. Be like, boy, you is the most handsomest thing out here. You can't even keep the girls off of you. You can't even keep them off of you. Right. My favorite thing now is, isn't it wonderful? I just keep repeating that to myself. Isn't it wonderful? Isn't that wonderful? Isn't it wonderful? And mom would be like, what? What is so wonderful? What is so wonderful? What is she out here doing that is so wonderful? What is she experiencing so much? But I keep seeing certain things unfolding that in the most wonderful way. And it's like magic. I don't know how to explain it, but it's like magic. Okay, so you stop those negative self-talk. You stop that negative self-talk, and you revert it into kindness, into positivity for yourself, because enough is enough. Okay, that goes hand in hand with being compassionate for yourself. Because when you talk nice to yourself, and then you see someone else going through things, you can be like, man, they're probably sitting there talking bad to themselves and now they're feeling XYZ. Let me extend some compassion to them like I extend to myself. People need that out here in this world, because not everybody is aware. You may think because your timeline is filled with angel oracles and meditations and unicorns and spells and lollipops and puppies and kittens, whatever the fuck makes you happy. Other people aren't experiencing that. Other people are experiencing a timeline of doom and gloom, and we're not trying to save them. We're not trying to save anybody. That time has that ship has sailed. Okay, we stopped trying to save bitches in 2020. All right, December 31st, 2020. Whoever wasn't on that train, oh well, that it is what it is. However, they are still in our vortex. You know, they are still in the world, so we still want to extend compassion and kindness to them, right? To keep that frequency at a certain span or a certain space. Okay. Next, ooh, not my note, not my note, not my notepad went away. Okay, yes. Good habits. So I've already like stated this, but really we should have new habits or good habits every 2 weeks. Set a plan. Go out in your calendar. Like I have stuff on my calendar until August. Okay, if you go on my website to book your services, feel free, whatever dates are open and available, because I've already blocked out. I have speaking engagements, I have, trips and stuff of that nature, but I have different things already planned out in my calendar. Strive to have something new that also helps you grow and be expansive, but strive to have different things in your calendar. They create different habits. All right. You also want to make it a good habit of um, setting a base or a bar. So you're like, okay, a non-compromising, I must do this. Like I have to get up every morning and make up my bed. A made up bed in a crazy room still makes the room look put together. Tried, proven, and true. Okay. So allow yourself to create these habits that will allow you to expand your brain so it doesn't compute all the negative things, but saying, I'm making up my bed, I'm going to do a practice of journaling, I'm going to continue this meditation for 5 minutes every morning. It's going to help you grow. It's going to help you grow as an individual. Okay. And then lastly, with these new experiences, not everybody has to go climb Mount Kilimanjaro, but taking a hike, exploring your city, seeing your town, seeing where you live. I know people in the town where I live in, like this is a city now, but like when I first moved here, there were people that was like, yeah, we don't go on the south side. Yeah, we live in the north side and we stay on the north side. And we're like, well, damn, they tore down the movie theater that was here on the north side and it's only on the south side. Y'all don't go to the movies? And they're like, nah, we don't go to the movies. Nope. Nope. They just built the movie theater back up on this side of town. Maybe like, I think it's been maybe 10 years now when people started like going back to the movies. But yeah, legit people are like, we don't go to that side of town. We don't know what those lakes look like over there. We don't know what them farms look like over there. We don't go over there. Okay, we happy we got the mall or else we wouldn't be going to the mall. Like shit's crazy. Get out of your own way. Okay, make it a habit of getting outside, getting fresh air, communing with nature, because nature ain't going nowhere. Okay, they put down they're repaving my road right now because the trees aren't stopping. The trees aren't stopping. Grass be growing through the sidewalk, right? You ever see these towns that are just kind of left to their own devices? All the people leave, and now nature has just taken back over. They don't give a fuck. It doesn't care. So I need you to be resilient like that. Be resilient like the weeds that be going through the cracks of the concrete. But get outside and get back in one with nature. Get back into a rhythm of things. Okay? So that's that. That's all that I wanted to share with you all. I love you all. I'm grateful for you all. I appreciate you all. And until we connect again, stay alert, stay aware, and live in love.